Dave Ramsey once said, "It's up to you to decide that I'm going to start managing money well today." Dave Ramsey has helped thousands of people break free from the clutches of poverty and become extremely wealthy. I've done some research on my own and I found some shocking things. It turns out there are 23 things that poor people waste money on. I want to share this with you today so you can avoid spending on these things and finally become rich, and it all starts with this. Number 1. Impulse purchases. According to Dave Ramsey, if you can't pay for the item in cash on the spot, you can't afford it. Nowadays it's easy to spend money, but money spent is using credit card, which is money you don't have. And just as Dave says, one of the trap poor people fall into is that they spend money they don't have on impulse buying, but it's simple to avoid this. Form a habit of delaying a purchase for some time. If you think of buying new phone, wait for at least a day and see how you feel about purchase. Most likely your desire to buy will go away and you have saved yourself from impulse buy. Number 2. Unused gym memberships. Admit it, you purchased a gym membership with positive intentions, but now you're losing money each month without even touching a dumbbell. Canceling a gym membership is nearly as simple as getting one. If you've got memberships lying idle, cancel it. But before you do, learn about another mistake that poor often make. Number 3. Late payment fees. Do you know that late payment fees alone rack up an average cost of $577 per year for Americans? Just picture what you could do with that extra money. The good part is, it's a simple fix. All you need to do is establish automatic bill payments. Most banks provide this feature, ensuring you'll never miss a bill again. Take advantage of this option today to avoid unnecessary late fees. Remember Dave's quote, "Your greatest asset is your paycheck." Number 4. Expensive coffee. Most of us love a delightful morning cup of coffee. Even someone like Dave Ramsey appreciates a good coffee. However, where you choose to purchase your coffee might be making you poorer. The reason being, coffee can be quite costly. The individual holding a Starbucks cup might appear rich, but they likely spent over $5 on a cup of coffee that could easily be made at home for a fraction of the cost. Don't follow them. Enjoy your coffee in the comfort of your home and save your hard-earned money. Number 5. Excessive dining out. Dave Ramsey once mentioned that preparing a meal at home is less expensive than dining at any restaurant. However, this doesn't mean that you should stop eating out. What truly counts is ensuring you're not overspending when dining out. Cooking may seem difficult if you lack experience, but it's not just a practical skill, it can also become an enjoyable hobby. It significantly reduces your food expenses, making you feel as if your income has doubled. Many easy, quick, and simple recipes are available online through a simple Google search, making it accessible for anyone ready to try. Number 6. Cigarettes and tobacco. While the tobacco use rate among Americans has declined to 11%, some of you watching may still be part of this. If you find yourself in this category, seeking help to quit is crucial. Smoking is not only one of the most expensive habits but also severely detrimental to your health. It's not uncommon to spend hundreds of dollars each month solely on cigarettes. Consider this: if you were to invest $200 a month, assuming an annual growth rate of 8%, the market average, in 30 years, you would have accumulated over $300,000. Let that sink in. Speaking of cigarettes, consider this analogy: the credit card is the cigarette of the financial world. Number 7. High-interest credit card debt. Dave Ramsey's statement that credit cards are like cigarettes in the financial world is quite striking, yet he's correct. Debt, particularly credit card debt, does nothing but ensnare individuals in a perpetual cycle of payments, hindering financial progress. To liberate yourself from these constraints, it's important to prioritize paying off credit card debts and stop their usage thereafter. Remember, if you lack the cash to purchase something, it's a clear sign that you can't afford it. While material possessions can be acquired with money, genuine happiness is not a commodity that can be bought. It's a long-term state of being. Number 8. Bottled water. Bottled water is gradually becoming obsolete, although many people still rely on it. While it's okay to keep some for emergencies, it shouldn't serve as your primary source of water. The cost of bottled water is high, especially when compared to the affordability of tap water. The majority of you have access to drinkable water at home, so it's time to utilize your tap for its intended purpose. Number 9. Paying for cable. I know that some people consider cable TV outdated and nearly obsolete. However, recent statistics might surprise you. It turns out that 48% of Americans still pay for cable services, resulting in almost half of the population spending over $100 each month for TV shows and programs that could be obtained at a significantly lower cost through streaming services. Don't fall into this 48% category. Instead, follow Dave Ramsey's approach to financial freedom by cutting cable expenses. Number 10. Expensive mobile. When it comes to phone plans, they consist of two components, the plan itself and the phone. Watch this video till then and, as in this video, I'll share how phone plans might be affecting your financial situation negatively. As Dave Ramsey mentioned, paying for your phone through a contract plan is a form of debt. In simple terms, treat this phone-related debt like any other financial obligation. If you're utilizing the debt snowball method, popularized by Dave Ramsey, identify it as the next target on your list and work towards paying it off as soon as possible. Number 11. Branded clothing. I've rarely met people who are concerned about the brand of clothing I wear, and it's likely the same for you. Branded clothes tend to come with a hefty price tag, despite the fact that all clothes essentially serve the same purpose, to cover our bodies. Wearing branded clothes might occasionally lead to compliments, but it puts a big hole in your finances, money that could have been utilized more effectively elsewhere. Number 12. Extended warranties. An increasing number of products now come with warranties and extended warranties, particularly in electronics. However, regrettably, it often serves as a way for companies to further capitalize on consumers. Many electronics and items with extended warranties typically already have their own warranties provided by the manufacturer. For instance, a laptop brand like Lenovo may offer its own 1-year warranty irrespective of the retailer from which it was purchased. Therefore, conducting thorough research is essential to avoid unnecessary and redundant extended warranties. Number 13. Unused subscriptions. Dave Ramsey strongly opposes unnecessary spending, and for valid reasons. Unfortunately, current generation is heavily immersed in extensive consumerism, and among its hidden costs are subscriptions. It seems almost everyone has multiple subscriptions to various networks, potentially leading to expenses surpassing those of cable TV. The most effective method to minimize spendings on subscriptions is to choose a single network and adhere to it, rotating subscriptions monthly. It's noteworthy that many individuals who have amassed wealth, starting from scratch, adopted a method focused on decision-making that differs from seeking immediate gratification. When interviewed, they revealed that their career, purchase, and investment decisions were not based on short-term satisfaction but rather on a longer-term perspective. Number 14. Excessive alcohol consumption. Dave Ramsey emphasizes that although something may bring temporary pleasure, it doesn't necessarily equate to a wise choice. He points out that while money can facilitate fun, it can't buy true happiness. Concerning alcohol consumption, many indulge in it as a pastime and for enjoyment, which is acceptable. However, it becomes concerning when it significantly impacts your financial well-being. If you realize that alcohol expenses are burdening your finances, consider reducing your intake by half. You might be surprised by the difference it can make in your finances. Number 15. Convenience store snacks. I've been guilty of this habit many times myself. It's incredibly easy to stop by a convenience store while refueling and end up purchasing a bag of chips or a chocolate bar. Individually, these may not seem like significant expenses, but cumulatively, they gradually erode your budget. As Dave Ramsey aptly highlights, food consistently ranks as the primary challenge in people's budgeting efforts, emphasizing the importance of avoiding such impulse snack purchases. Number 16. Excessive vehicle expenses. Possibly, you own the most luxurious car in your neighborhood, but have you considered the price tag associated with it? According to Dave Ramsey, the largest expense related to a vehicle is its cost. Ultimately, a car serves the purpose of transporting you from one location to another. If it's dependable and pre-owned, it can significantly simplify your life. Number 17. Fast fashion. Fast fashion earns its name because it swiftly appears and disappears, and that applies to your finances too. While you might stay trendy with these fashion choices, they often leave your bank account depleted. Instead, opt for timeless and classic clothing pieces that can effortlessly complement various new trends. Number 18. Unused gym equipment. Experiencing a surge of motivation for a workout often leads to the urge to purchase workout gear. However, the issue arises when this gear is utilized for just a week and then remains unused for years. To tackle this, shift your mindset. Rather than buying gear to spark motivation for exercise, invest in gear that complements your ongoing workout routine. If you're already engaged in workouts, having appropriate gear might further enhance your dedication and consistency in your fitness regimen. Number 19. Nongeneric medications. Dave Ramsey often advocates for living frugally by suggesting living on rice and beans, which essentially means opting for the most cost-effective choices to improve your financial situation. This principle doesn't solely pertain to food, it extends to purchasing medications as well. When buying medication, prioritize generic medications over non-generic ones. Non-generic medications tend to be significantly more costly, despite providing similar results as their generic counterparts. Number 20. Excessive data plans. In our current society, the widespread utilization of data is highly prevalent. Some of you might even be watching this video using data. However, the crucial question is, how much data do you genuinely require? If you're subscribed to a 20 GB data plan but only utilize around 3 GB each month, you're overspending on data that exceeds your actual usage. It's advisable to thoroughly review your data usage over the past several months and consider opting for a more cost-effective plan with less data to save money monthly. Number 21. Unused gift cards. If you possess unused gift cards that are lying idle, contemplate utilizing them either as gifts for others or for your personal use. It's a practical approach to take advantage of these unused resources, allowing you to purchase gifts for loved ones at a discounted price for occasions like birthdays. Number 22. Unnecessary home decor. Is that artificial plant on your desk truly essential? What about that ornate frame you find adorable? It's highly likely that your home is already aesthetically pleasing without these decorations that serve no practical purpose and only drain your finances. If decorating your home brings you joy, consider cost-saving options such as crafting your own decorations or purchasing them secondhand. This way, you can enjoy a beautifully decorated space without unnecessary expenditure. Number 23. Impulse upgrades. It's a common inclination to desire upgrades for items that aren't essential. Dave Ramsey frequently discusses how individuals frequently purchase unnecessary items, which holds truth. We often feel the urge to upgrade our phones, clothing, and even cars, even though the ones we currently own are fully functional. If you aspire to break free from financial constraints, it's crucial to only pursue upgrades when there's a genuine need for them.